In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that you should not do as a first-time online course creator. And to be honest, a lot of these mistakes I made myself, I'm guilty of. So I understand. I'm going to explain why you shouldn't make these mistakes and what you should be doing instead. And by the way, mistake number 1 is the most important, so make sure you stick around so you catch that. And in case you don't know me, hi, I'm Aleka. I'm the founder of Learn with Aleka, and I have multiple courses that I've sold over the last 5 years. I was able to resign from teaching full-time because I was able to triple my teaching salary from my course sales income. So let's get right into it. Mistake number 5 that a lot of course creators make, and I see all the time, even the students that I'm working with now, they struggle with this. It is overpricing your course. And believe me, I get it. We put our blood, our sweat, and our tears into our course creation. We spend weeks and months, late night hours. We're exhausted. We get it out and we're so proud of it. And we want to price it what we value it as, right? But the thing is, other people don't see it at the same value that you do. That's just natural, right? We value our homes at a higher price. How many times have you heard that homeowners will price their house super high and way above market price, and you need to be taken down to a market price level from your real estate agent because they're like, what are you, crazy? It's not worth that. So this is the same idea. When you price your course, you want to price it almost uncomfortably lower than you normally would. And the reason for this is because you are a new course creator. You don't have a raving set of students or fans. You don't have an email list of 10,000 students. You don't have a huge social media following. If you do, by the way, then this may be a little bit of an exception. But at the same time, if you're launching a new course talking about something that you haven't talked about with them before, you have to price it lower so that you can pull these students in, get them to trust you. And then over time, once you build that reputation and you get these awesome testimonials that validate that higher price point, then you can increase the price. But until then, price it at like this is stupid not to get this value, and then make people super thankful that they bought it for that price and finish it saying, oh wow, that was totally worth the price, not the opposite. Mistake number 4, they wait until they have a big audience to build your course, which to me is insane. Somebody told me this the other day and said, I'm not building my course because I don't have an audience yet. First of all, start building your audience now, like yesterday. Start posting on social media, start building your email list. And in my program, I teach how you can start building your email list. And once you start building it, you're going to get people to stay with you and to start to follow and to trust you and to buy into what you're selling in advance. So this is like the pre-selling that I talk a lot about. And then in those videos, in your emails, you're going to be talking about your course that you're either working on or about to start working on, right? Think about what your course is going to be before you create that content though. Don't just jump into, oh, hey guys, like this is me, I'm building my audience. What are you going to be teaching them? You should have a strategic game plan for how you're going to pull people in and build your brand around a certain set of values or promise or transformation that you're taking people through. And you should be basically taking the entire course that you want to build and piecemealing it, delivering it to your social media and your email audience in small chunks over the course of weeks and months. And then you repeat the cycle. But if you don't know what your course is going to be on and you haven't started building it or even thought about what you're going to teach, what you're promising your students, what systems you're going to follow, then what are you going to talk about in your social media posts? What are you going to talk about in your email? You have to start building your course first, or along with building your audience at the same time. You can't think, I'm going to build my audience first and then build my course. The course should technically come first, and then you can consistently reference it in all of your content and tell people, oh, well, sign up for my waitlist. This is what the course is going to be on. The waitlist is huge for launch week. Trust me. Mistake number 3, and I am guilty of making this mistake. 100%. My first course was huge. I tried to put everything I wanted and could and knew into that course. Big mistake. You don't want to throw everything in the kitchen sink into your course. You want to make sure that the course is finishable and that it's not going to overwhelm you when you build it or your students when they take it. If it's a novel of a course and it's 40 lessons and the lessons are 30 to 50 minutes long, students are not going to finish it, and there's no way you're going to finish it in a reasonable time. time. It may take you 6 months to a year to finish that. And it's the opposite of what I teach in my course, in my program. My course is 20-day course builder, 20 days. I give you an exact roadmap to follow. Every single day you have a certain task. If your course is overwhelmingly long, you're never going to stick to that 20-day timeline. So make sure that it's small but mighty, okay? Deliver exactly, and nothing more, nothing less, exactly what you need to get people that finished promise or transformation that I talk about in other videos, and cut and trim all the extra fluff, because a lot of people just like to talk. Again, if people are not finishing your course, they're not going to keep following you. They're not going to buy more from you, and they're not going to leave a good testimonial. And good testimonials are what are going to build our brand in the long run and help us sell more courses. Mistake number 2, and this is something that a lot of people don't think about, but you have to think about it, and it's delivering vague promises. You have to know exactly what promise your students are going to walk away with. What are you promising they're going to leave the course with at the end? That last video, that last module, where are they now compared to where they were before? And you can't say this. You can't say, you're going to be a better gardener after you take my gardening course. That's so vague. How do you measure a better gardener? You know, they could maybe learn how to plant a seed, but that doesn't mean they're going to be an amazing gardener. So make sure it's very specific. Here's a more specific promise if you are launching a gardening course, for example. Grow your first vegetable garden in 30 days, even if you've killed every plant before. So very specific. What are you growing? A vegetable garden. And how long is it taking you? 30 days. So you know that in 30 days, if you did not finish that transformation and you did not reach that promise, so your students know going into it that all they need to dedicate is 30 days and they're going to be this amazing vegetable gardener. And believe it or not, this actually takes much longer to do than you'd think it would. And in my course, I teach exactly how to create that promise that you're going to put in your emails, on your social media content, when you're building your audience, right? On your sales page. And you're going to talk about it in your course multiple times to remind people why they signed up to begin with. And the number one mistake that so many course creators make, I was so guilty of this my first course. I did not want to do it. I did not know anything about marketing or sales. I was a teacher at heart, and I just knew that I had something to teach and I put it out there, and that was it. The mistake is not pre-selling / warming up your audience before you launch your course. Now you may be thinking, well, what if I don't have an audience, Aleka? Well, that's okay. Remember what we talked about in mistake number 4? You want to start building your audience as soon as possible while you're building your course. If you want to build your course first, that's totally fine. Just don't build your audience first and then do your course. You build your course as or before you build your audience up. And then while you're building your course and your audience, you're going to talk about in that social media content what's coming. Get them excited for your course that's about to launch in a couple weeks, next month. You keep saying, I'm launching this course on how to build your own vegetable garden in 30 days. Get ready for it, guys. Or this is one tip that I include in my course. I'm going to show you exactly how to make sure carrots come out super orange and delicious no matter what time of year or what zone you're in, whatever it is. But you're going to talk about your course on your social media account, in your emails to your audience, because you're slowly warming them up. And your warm up content is going to be that content that's going to build and grow your audience. So it's like killing two birds with both stones. You're building your audience while you're building your course, while you're warming them up. So let's recap here, because the best teachers recap, and this is exactly what I teach in 20-day course builder. When you're teaching your students, make sure you recap frequently throughout your course. So number 1, or I should say number 5, don't overprice your course. Price it a little bit lower than you're comfortable with so that you have room to grow in the future. You don't want to price it high and then drop the price. That just looks bad. Number 4, don't wait for an audience. Start building your course now while you build your audience, while you pre-sell them. And remember, all the big course creators started with 0 followers. Number 3, don't try to teach every single thing you know. Take a piece of what you know and turn that piece into a very specific course. Make sure you validate the idea. If you haven't yet, I'll link to a video on how to do that. But if you don't make it finishable for you, you think your students are going to want to finish it? Number 2, don't make any vague promises. Decide exactly what they're going to get when they walk away from the course, exactly what they're going to cross the finish line knowing how to do. Give them a time frame, give them a certain number so that it's measurable measurable, and I promise you're gonna make more sales. And number one, start pre-selling, start warming up, start getting your students excited or your followers excited for what's to come. If you found something helpful in this video, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like. And if you have any questions below, write them in the comments, I'll get back to you. And I link to lots of helpful resources, including my 20-day course builder course and my coaching program in the description below. So go check them out.